Your Honor, may I have a written order denying the motion?
If you get me that order, I'll deny your motion, but get me the order that it gets her treatment, counsel. I don't know why this is so hard. Get the order.
May I explain?
Get the order. Somebody, I don't care if it's handwritten, get me an order, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, I attempted to, and I will make.
Oh I hear you. Get me an order. Get a piece of paper, write an order so I can get her assessed.
Oh, yes.
Right now. I'm done. Step away from my podium.
Court does call the case, People State of Michigan versus Nicole Henderson.
Your Honor, so this morning I did file an emergency motion in person regarding the bond. I'm not sure if you're able to hear that in the moment or schedule an immediate hearing on it. I was informed that I tried to communicate with the court. Ms. Henderson had secured Mr. Statman's services to do a substance abuse assessment. We understood from what you said from the bench last time that you want to read the assessment prior to making any form of a bond reduction. The jail was asking in order for remote participation for an order from this court. I did attempt to send proposed orders to the court, but there is an issue apparently with my emails and not just being received through this court. So I will correct that immediately. I don't believe that I printed a copy today. I believe you have one electronically. If you're willing to hear.
I back up a moment, counsel. You sent an order to the court today?
No, yesterday. And I had also sent a request for a remote hearing on Monday, but I showed Ms. Wielding my emails. My emails were sent. They were not received. I did have a hack event last week through one of my email accounts. It was a party invitation that was not a real party invitation. I never should have clicked on. I thought I had secured the emails, but I believe Ms. Wielding didn't receive them. I didn't get a bounce back, so I'll have to correct that issue. But I wanted to make you aware that I've attempted some communications.
And then you've indicated that you filed an emergency motion.
I did a bond motion, Your Honor.
Is that this one?
Yes, it is.
I believe what's in your hand.
This one.
Yes.
Take it, Mr. Cook, that's why you are here today.
Yes, Your Honor, we're here for a pretrial as well as a bond review hearing. I was served a copy of that motion this morning. I was able to read through it. Most all the information in the motion, I believe, was already placed on the record, so I was already aware of all of this. So I'm ready for the on the motion. If the court wants a response, I'm fine with doing that hearing today if the court's inclined to do so.
All right. Well, go ahead, counsel.
My thought would be, as the court indicated previously, we want to see substance testing. Obviously, Ms. Henderson has this OWI case, the out-of-county OWI case, as well as the pending malicious destruction matter. My concern is making sure that she gets substance abuse counseling. And from what I'm hearing, it sounds like that being done in custody is creating additional hurdles. I don't know. I spoke briefly Agent Laura. She indicated she may have a different individual who could do a substance abuse testing in custody. I'm not sure if that would be faster than for Mr. Statman to do a remote hearing with this defendant. I think the time frame on that, but I want to make sure that whatever way we move forward, so expeditiously to get her started with that counseling as soon as we can. Obviously, I think as the court indicated, I don't know if it was last time or the first time that this case was up, there's some pretty serious health concerns for this defendant if she were to be released, and concerns about what she might do to herself with her substance abuse and whether or not she might harm or kill herself or someone else in the process of that substance abuse. So I just want to make sure that we are addressing that adequately before release. And I would be fine with whatever method that is, whether that's with Mr. Statman or with the individual that Agent Polaris stated. I'm happy to do whatever legwork I need to do to make that go faster. If there's an order for that remote counseling, I have no objection to that order, but I want to make sure that we're doing that before we consider release.
May I respond?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the issue with the time is that Ms. Henderson, unlike some of the indigent defendants I've represented, actually has some excellent resources that she can use. And they are I'm sure that Your Honor has heard this, but I would like to emphasize this. Now, Ms. Henderson, it is alleged that she has an issue that is with alcohol, and we know that withdrawal alcohol, although she's been incarcerated for more than 30 days, we know that there were physical effects and psychological effects that go along with getting rid of that addiction. The type of position that Ms. Henderson has allows her to go in without there being any harm to the job that she's held, which supports herself and her daughter. She will be indigent if she doesn't have another form of work or full-time employment, and it is very difficult when you're facing felony charges to be able to find employment, as I'm sure this court is aware. Now, this particular program she goes into, and she also suffers additional consequences once she's assessed. They do a professional assessment. That professional assessment makes recommendations. Ms. Henderson has to follow the recommendations, and if she does not, then her job becomes endangered. Her security is in jeopardy. This is all shared with her work. It's my understanding that all the programs are 6 to 8 weeks long. They're not just a 30-day program, that the assessment may very well put her inpatient. They put people inpatient if they are assessed to be a form of threat to
This is
themselves.
through General Motors.
The program through General
Or
Motors.
the UAW.
There is an issue with Mr. Statman being able to assess her level of addiction, but those resources go away if she loses her job. This program hooks her up with.
But she's on leave, right?
Not for this week. This week is the week where it becomes, her leave becomes, she's expected to be back at work this week. Her leave is ending.
When does your leave end, ma'am?
I was supposed to return back Sunday night, July 6th.
Got it. All right. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you. The truth is, Your Honor, while it is true that, it's appropriate for this court to weigh public safety concerns, even concern for my client herself, and what could happen, while that's appropriate, there's far greater harm that will happen here. It's not just a potential if she is incarcerated and unable to continue her employment. We are requesting that you put in an order that she immediately be assessed and follow the assessment done by the professionals. We can have Mr. Statman assess her, but he does not have access to those private services, which are actually, if I'm going to be real, they're superior to what community centers can offer Ms. Henderson if she were to lose her job.
I understand it. I get all of that. Miss Polera, have you talked to Miss Polera, my probation officer, regarding getting her assessed?
I have not, no.
Your Honor, I know, I just spoke with Mr. Cook this morning. He was telling me, that they were waiting for someone to get assessed. I had someone else who did an assessment for me at the jail. However, there is a cost to it. So if she doesn't have the funds, I don't know that could happen.
And that's where it's a catch-22, because if she does lose this employment, she won't have the funds for court costs.
I get all of that, counsel, and that's why I put this actually on a non-sentencing day, because I was hoping to get the assessment, fashion terms and conditions of her release so that we could get her out of here with something in place. But right now, as I sit here, I don't have anything in place. I'm at the exact same point that I was the last time we were here.
I need a written order, if possible, Your Honor, if you would consider it. She did pay Mr. Statman. Mr. Statman's schedule allows for a remote assessment.
Paid him
Yes,
already?
yes, he's been paid. It allows for remote assessment. The jail needs an actual written order from the
Well,
court.
and give me an order. I mean,
If I get an order, I'll sign it. I wanted her assessed.
So that's where I'm so sorry that I did email one. Those are the emails that were not received. I would have printed one for you this morning. I can get one faxed if my email is an issue to you. I can fax the same email I attempted to send. with the proposed order.
Did Mr. Statman indicate how fast he can get to her if I can get an order
By Friday.
by Friday?
That was my belief. He is making time for her. He waited yesterday, and I was waiting for communication from the court that you didn't receive.
All right. Just
The only thing I would add, Your Honor, is looking at the services that Agent Flora referenced, that at least according to their website, they can do within 48 to 72 hours of booking. It's a $200 cost. I understand that the defendant may not have that, but in case something falls through with Agent or with Mr. Statman, I believe that might be another quick turnaround that we could hopefully get through by the end of the week if that's an option.
okay. I just need to get her assessed. I just want an assessment and a report, given all of the circumstances in this case. How complicated can the order be for Mr. Statman?
It wasn't. It was a one-page order that I proposed.
Then can
Your Honor, would you like me to call Mr. Stanley?
if you would, my problem is that I think from the jail's perspective, I just need an order to get so that the jail will make the proper arrangements so that Mr. Statman can see her.
That's what they told me, yes.
And the place that you have is a 48 to 72 hour turnaround
Correct, Your Honor. And
from the time that they
receive the referral. And I could contact her. I mean, I don't know if it would be up to that. According to the website, they have a fast track one. So I don't know if the assessment price would be less. If it wasn't like emergent. That would be a conversation that I would have to have with her. But I do know that she has gone to the jail or done things remotely via Zoom.
got it.
And has accomplished an assessment.
All right. So the problem's going to be I'm now here at Wednesday. Her leave ended, you said Sunday.
And I know that this court is aware you could put her on an alcohol tether. She does have court in Shelby Town.
That has counsel. That's always been an option. The problem is the circumstances of this case, and I am doubtful to. I'm not changing my mind on that. I mean, she needs help. We can fashion something so that the public's not at risk, she's not at risk. I mean, the bottom line reality to it is that little girl that was here the other day, her daughter, I can't in good conscience let this defendant out where she may be traveling with that child, if no other reason.
Your Honor, I do not have discovery. I emailed discovery for discovery. I haven't received it yet. I just gave Raymond here a copy of the email I sent over I believe. Oh, I will give it to you. Sorry about that. I sent over, but I am unaware of any allegation, and please correct me. I am unaware of any allegation of her being inebriated in the car with her child.
So that's not my point.
I understand your concern, and I understand that we see things that happen and you need a time machine. Basically, I understand that. I really do, Your Honor. And I really do feel that you're coming from a place of concern. I honestly do, but her daughter is in danger of losing, they're not married. She's been incarcerated. She's the one that has full-time care and custody. Her daughter doesn't need healthcare from the state. They don't need food stamps the way that things stand. So Our concern is about what actually happened.
Counsel, she's got a prior, a pending, and another pending. She was a 0.235 in this case. She was making comments that were, and I'm not necessarily qualified to say this entirely, but were of a suicidal nature of what she would do to herself, and that she just didn't care. That's where she was.
And she can be released into a treatment program with doctors and still get a substance abuse assessment instead of the detention where she's not receiving services.
You know what? I'm done arguing about it. I asked that something be done so that I could fashion something or be assured to let her out with as least risk as possible to herself or to the community. I haven't gotten that.
Your Honor,
Now I'm here today, counsel, trying to figure out how to make it happen. And so we can keep going around and around. Well, you can keep going around and around because I'm stopping. I'm not going around and around about this. I told you what I wanted. I told you what I needed to try to assess it, to let her out safely. I will do that, but I need it.
Your Honor, may I have a written order denying the motion?
If you get me that order, I'll deny your motion, but get me the order that it gets her treatment, counsel. I don't know why this is so hard. Get the order.
May I explain?
Get the order.
In my email box, your court didn't. And
Get the order. I'm done. Take her back. I'll call the case back out, but I'm not going around and around. Get me the order.
I did.
I have,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to on the record address this so that it's clear. I have proof that I sent the order.
I don't have it, counsel. So that means we can't do anything.
That is correct.
I'm not saying whether I believe you or not. I can't do anything. I can't keep going around and around about this. I need an order so we can get her assessed. Everybody here wants her assessed as expeditiously as we possibly can. But I'm not going around and around about it. Let's just get it done. Ms. Polera, what were you going to say?
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanted to update the court. I did just speak with Mr. Statman. He indicated that if he has the order, he can do it as early as tomorrow at 10 a.m. He tried to do it.
Get me an order. Somebody, I don't care if it's handwritten. Get me an order, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, I attempted to. And I will make.
Oh my, I hear you. Get me an order. Get a piece of paper, write an order so I can get her assessed.
Oh, yes.
Right now, I'm done. Step away from my podium.